Let us talk briefly about the seventh seal written in the book of Revelation. Okay, the seven seals represent the full workings of God. Like we know, the book of Revelation has 7 seals, 7 trumpets, 7 messages, 7 vials. Okay, in reality, it's just one message, but God uses this to tell us that when the trumpet is sounded, a message is heard. Okay, and when the message is heard, the seals around the book are loosened. All right, we have 7 seals around the book. That book is you and I. That book has to be unsealed, okay? So that the mystery of what is hidden in that book comes to light. All right? So we must understand that is the essence of the book of Revelation. It reveals the process of the unveiling, of the revelation, of the manifestation, of the unfolding, of the emerging, of the birth, of the appearing of the Son of God, which is actually you, your true identity, okay? Now we see when the 7 seals are open, lots of activities, lots of things happen. Mountains are moved, parcels of lands are burned, stars fall, ships are destroyed. Horses, you have different colors of horses that go forth to conquer, and to many things occur when these seals are open, lots of activities. But when we come to the 7th seal, it says there was silence in heaven for about half an hour, 30 minutes of pure silence, stillness. Okay, and the 7th seal represents actually the last, and it shows the finished work of God. It reveals the finished work of God, and in the finished work of God, there is silence in heaven. Everything is sealed. That which is hidden is finally brought to light. And what is that thing which is hidden? That thing which is hidden is none other than your true Christ identity, which is actually God in you. All right? With this realization, all knowledge ceases. We're talking of the knowledge of good and evil. We're talking here of human knowledge. All right? Human knowledge in its diversity, at times profitable, at times good, at times, wonderful. But at the end of it all, it's all fetched from the depths of Satan. Okay? Satan, from the depths of Satan, the deep things of Satan. And the deep things of Satan represent the ideologies of men, the knowledge, the wisdom of men. Okay, all that ceases because the crowning knowledge, the overall knowledge that caps it all, which is the knowledge of God, comes to the forefront. And suddenly there is a stillness and a peace that surpasses the knowledge of man. Because man arises to the fact that there is only God. God has become all in all. God covers all in all as the waters cover the sea. It is the highest state of awakening and consciousness that the sons of God are waiting to when they hear the trumpet of God. When they hear the trumpet of God, the prophecy of Malachi and Isaiah that says, in the latter days, all shall gather, all shall go to the mountain of the Lord, and they shall make peace with one another, and there shall be no more wars. Okay, no more rumors of wars. And they shall learn of the Lord. Okay, this is the sign of the end of the works of God in you and I. It's a realm where there is no more thought. Okay? In our human experience, we are worried, isn't it? In the human experience, you worry what tomorrow brings, how to survive, what next. You are worried that things in the outer world seems to change. The people grow older. Okay? Things change. They are no more like they used to be. People pass away. The form, outer form begins to change. Characters change. Your child changes. And there is always change in the outer world. And people are troubled. People are worried. People are gripped with anguish, with sorrow, with pain, with tears. But you know what? It's all in the lowly human mind. But in the highest, or in the Almighty, nothing ever changes. Okay? Things remain the way they were from the beginning. And things continue on in that way because time ceases. Time ceases. There is nothing like change. There is nothing like change in the invisible realm of God. The real world never changes. Nobody ever dies. Nobody ever goes sick. And everything remains the way it is. Oh, praise God. Man finds rest in the Lord. Man finds rest when he wakes up from the deep sleep of mortality. Look at it here. A couple of months back, I was out, and went to a friend's place, and I discovered at night one of the children was struggling on his bed, rolling and struggling as if he was wrestling with somebody in his dream. And he suddenly woke up, panting and sweating and, troubled. And when he wakes up, he suddenly realizes that it was only a nightmare, a dream. It wasn't a real situation. But while he was in that state, he looked so real to him. He found himself in trouble with deep, deep problems. But suddenly he awakens and he discovers nothing ever changed. Nothing was ever wrong. There was no struggle. There was no fight. There was no death. And in that state, he wakes up and he realizes that it was only a dream state. That is how it is in humanity. Okay? In humanity, we have made up many concepts. We have received from the depths of Satan, which is the fountain of all men in this age. And suddenly people are troubled. People try to hold on to that which is temporal. People try to hold on to that which is mortal. And people try to immortalize that which is mortal. And the more they try, the more they fail. And they are troubled. They are troubled until they hear the trumpet. Okay? And as it is written in the days of the sounding of that trumpet, the mystery of God is finished. Every problem a man has in his humanity is the absence of the pure knowledge of God. Know it in our humanity, in the world, religions, concept, there is no knowledge of God. The things people shout to and pray to and whatever in the churches on Sundays and pray to in all kind of systems of religion are only the bakeries of men that go nowhere. They have no value. Okay, what is needed is an awakening to the fact that we are united in the one Spirit of God. It has got nothing to do with an outer association, an outer realm of religion. The church is not a gathering. The church is the whole universe together in one in God. That is the church. It is not organized religion. These are concepts that have tied men down in bondage for years. When man awakens, he realizes that he is already united with the church of God from the foundation of the world. It never needed a religious act. It never really needed anything apart from knowing this truth. Awakening to this truth. And spontaneously, you participate in this truth. In this oneness that we all share in the name of God. In the name of the Father. We all bear the name of the Father. We all have an unchangeable, incorruptible inheritance forever. Nothing is ever lost and nothing is ever taken away from us. Okay. When you begin to know these things, your prayer changes. Your prayer changes, and now you begin to say, that I may know that creature of God, that I may know him. And that him is you, that I may know my true self, that Son of God that has been from the foundation of the world in the Father, that I might know him, knowing him by experience, that I Can we be a partaker in this awakening, in this resurrection? All right. And spontaneously, when a man walks in this light, every other thing follows. Okay? Every other thing follows. You don't need to do a thing, but just sit down in silence and know that I am God. Participate in this knowledge. That is all that is needed. Our walk in this reality starts today. We begin to walk in the reality of Eden. Eden, the unchangeable realm of God. Eden, the Garden of Eden. God's world. We walk in that reality today, not tomorrow, not in the future, but now. We walk in this stillness, assured of all things, mixing with faith what we've heard, and the peace that surpasses knowledge becomes yours. Realize what he says. 30 minutes of silence speaks about entering into the fullness of Christ, into stillness, the stillness of eternity. It's the rest of God. And that rest of God is now, as we hear the voice of the trumpet. The Lord keep you in his love.